John Cena would arrive in style tonight, speeding into SmackDown. Obviously, I like the pun here from WWE. Obviously, setting up a match for Fastlane. And I love how they built to this. They had Paul Heyman at the very start of the show telling us John Cena had travel issues. He wasn't here yet. WWE would tell us that Cena's on the warpath. Cena will be live tonight. And then later on, the GOAT has landed. It's just a shame they didn't tell us that the GOAT was driving a car, because that's literally what he was doing. Cena would have the contract for Fastlane in his hands after they left it to him last week. And of course, Cena would mention the fact he doesn't have a tag partner after what the Bloodline did to AJ Styles. Well, on cue, the Bloodline would attack John Cena. And of course, LA Knight would return to WWE SmackDown and lay out the Bloodline. Obviously, last week, I think this was meant to happen, but obviously things happened. LA Knight wasn't available last week. He would sign the contract for Fastlane. And now we know John Cena's tag partner will be LA Knight. The crowd reaction for this was intense, man. LA Knight is just so over, and it was so cool to see. Very, very cool. This is things you might have missed from Friday Night SmackDown. Make sure you've hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button too. Karl Anderson would stand up and be counted tonight after AJ Styles' vicious beatdown last week. Coming out at the end of the Bloodline promo, seeing Solo out of the ring, Jimmy out of the ring. He'd have the kickoff match tonight with Jimmy Uso. I don't know what happened to his back, but my gosh, that looked really brutal. It would, however, of course, be Jimmy Uso standing tall with a win tonight. Good showing from Karl Anderson. But the story would come after the match as Michin would come out. And oh my gosh, did she slap Jimmy Uso. Oh, look at that power behind it, man. Oh my gosh. But this does raise the question. Jimmy Uso was obviously, visibly angry that Michin had slapped him. We'd see him go backstage and intimidate innocent people, beat down Ashante the Adonis while B-Fab watches on. And you've got to wonder here if this is an indication that the Bloodline need a female member. It's something we theorized and talked about many, many times, but this seems like the right path to bring someone in to help Jimmy and Solo, take out Michin after Michin's embarrassed Jimmy. You may have noticed during the SmackDown intro, someone missing. That's right, WWE has removed Edge from the SmackDown intro, adding to speculation he has officially left WWE. And obviously with WrestleDream coming up this Sunday, a lot of speculation that the Rated R superstar could debut there. And obviously with him being removed from that, does make you wonder. Bobby Lashley was on the Grayson Waller effect this week. But the true story came very quickly when the very serious Street Profits came out. Street Profits would approach Lashley. Lashley would say, "Prove to me, prove it." And they did. Later on, we'd see Austin Theory come out, and Austin Theory would have a match with Cameron Grimes. Haven't seen a lot of Cameron lately, but good to see him back. It would be Theory picking up the win. WWE has given this team a tag name, by the way. They are now A-Town Down Under. We got a video package for Dragon Lee. WWE must love Dragon Lee, rightfully so as well. He was on Raw. Obviously, he's going to be at No Mercy. He was on SmackDown this week in the audience. And yes, he had a little bit of a run-in, a little bit of a thing before Austin Theory's match, and again after Austin Theory's match. Looks like we could get Dragon Lee versus Austin Theory out of this. I mean, WWE are putting Dragon Lee everywhere. It was the battle of the LWO as Escobar took on Mysterio for the US title. Shout out to The Fiend, who was in the front row there for Rey Mysterio's entrance. Love to see that. And of course, this match was cool. I gotta give props to this. This modified torture rack running around the ring, jumping down. Escobar needs to do this more often. This looked cool. It would be Rey picking up the win in this match. Not a massive shock, but you could see the frustration, the upset on Santos Escobar's face, and WWE made sure you saw it as well. But the Street Profits would attack before anything could happen. Of course, Joaquin Wilde got annihilated by Lashley. Dragon Lee tried to jump the barricade, stopped by security. How many times do we see wrestlers jump the barricade? Why not this time? But it was the Street Profits who stood tall, Gotta wonder, is this the heel turn? Is this more serious side of the Street Profits coming out with Lashley's influence? One thing I really want to praise, though, is the psychology of Zelina Vega. Now, I might be completely wrong. If I am, ignore this. But Zelina Vega did not make her entrance with Rey or with Escobar. Instead, she came out in support of both. And I thought that was a really nice touch because it wasn't taking sides one way or the other, which I thought was cool. We got the acknowledgement tonight from the announced team. Jade Cargill has signed with WWE. We did make a separate video for this on Tuesday because this is massive news. The way WWE announced this was massive news. The fact they put this tonight on SmackDown, their flagship show, that's massive news. Having commentary say lines like Corey Graves saying that there's a storm coming, Michael Cole saying he can't wait to see Jade Cargill compete in a WWE ring, and having Corey finish it by saying Jade Cargill is a game changer. That is massive of how WWE feel about the signing of Jade. We're getting a new show 1 week from Sunday, so that's a day after Fastlane. The top 25 SmackDown moments in history? That looks pretty cool. Hopefully this isn't just a Fox thing. Hopefully this is broadcast in the UK. Please, WWE. This will be really cool to see. As will NXT No Mercy this Saturday, literally tomorrow night. Can't wait for that. And I love the use of the No Mercy graphics for this in the promo video. If you haven't seen it, WWE did upload it to their YouTube channel. It's well worth a watch. It's definitely something that's going to get you hyped for No Mercy. Not since Linda McMahon over 20 years ago has anyone rose up out of a wheelchair the way Elton Prince did tonight in pro wrestling. Elton Prince was literally on the road to recovery. For some reason, wearing bin bags? Why? But we would see Elton Prince overcoming all the odds and training to get back into the ring. And yes, WWE has got a brand new Elton Strong t-shirt available now on WWE Shop. This is genius. I love what they're doing with Pretty Deadly. I think it's really cool. Charlotte Flair would defeat Bayley this week, and Damage Control looked to end Charlotte Flair after the match, although Asuka would come out. Asuka would say something in Japanese, no idea what she said. I don't think Bayley did either, because Bayley would accept a match for Io. Triple threat at Fastlane with Charlotte and Asuka. Io did not look happy about it. Io even said, that's not what Asuka said. So you got to think there's a riff right there for Damage Control. I think this was a really fun SmackDown tonight. I know Escobar and Rey definitely delivered. LA Knight's return was fun. 8 out of 10 from me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on notifications. Never miss an upload. Like the video, share the video, and I'll catch you as always next time. Peace!